said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Using his legs, it's Owens. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers turning it on? Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Washington wants to go quickly. Takes a handoff. It's Hill. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Lewis wants to pass. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The give. the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Right back to the well. To the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Got a man. It's Lockett. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
And the Huskies want to crank the tempo. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Lockett. He'll work his way down to the 28. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Throws to the wideout. Holds it in. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw again. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pulls and fires complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies! Once he got some room, it was over.
Coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Snagged in the middle, it's Owens. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Works the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the marker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC. touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can get it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lewis wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Trojans are threatening in the red zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs flowing. You just can't do it better.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Gets it out fast. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Lindsey. They're working that left side.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Catch in the middle, it's Pringle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll immediately call timeout.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
35, Washington, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Got blown out in the first first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab at the 30. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's complete to the left, and they're able to get him on the ground. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hand.
Unleashes one deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Dead center perfect.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the 1st down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's caught. It's Jordan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Owens. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Fights off the defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Owens. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Finds his man. It's Washington. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Washington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. To the air on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Touchdown, Husky! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is...
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Trojans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's McFarland. Snags it over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Washington, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the right. With the catch, it's Eldridge. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not.
Turning it on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a... gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Complete downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you...
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's McFarland. Makes the grab down the middle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man... receiver staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Back to pass, it's McFarland. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Fielded in the end zone, it's Weeks. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have.
He's got it on the left. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. After this, it'll be a wrap. Second down, they'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game.